Today with the Twisters versus the Threat. Been a few weeks since the Twisters have been playing together since the last tournament. We did have practice today, the practice last weekend. With the tournament coming up this weekend, we're going to come back to test their skills. Here we go, face-off. It's like a 13-minute period. Threat's going to take the face-off, coming to the neutral zone. Entering the zone, takes a shot, deflected by Miller. Threat trying to pick it up on the boards, but Twisters are going to try to get it out. Just missed the clear. Twisters does take possession. They're going to clear the zone. Passing it to Schroeder, center ice. Threat's going to take back into their own zone, going through the neutral zone. Schmidt taking some enforcement, but they still enter the zone and lose the puck over to Johnson. Johnson's going to push it over. Icing is going to be called. This scrimmage looks like stop time, so we will have a full icing. Bring it back into the Twister zone. Change of the forwards. We've got Weber on defense. Maroney, Ferguson. Ferguson exiting the zone, gets it out of the zone, but the Threat trying to maintain, but still going to maintain and coming back into the zone. Shot on goal, hits off the skate of Weber. Twisters taking possession, exiting the zone. Maroney passes up to Ferguson. Ferguson going to the neutral zone. 1-on-2 hockey. Going to see a shot on goal here. Nope, just lost the puck right as we enter by the goal. Threat's going to take it in the corner, and they're going to clear the zone. Got Cano and Weber back on defense. Shot on goal, denied by Cano. Pass over from the Threat. Weber going to try to clear the boards. Does get out of the zone. Threat puts a stick on it and tangled up as they entered the zone, but he's still going to get into the zone. Potentially seeing the shot. Great defense moving on. Pass back. Great stick. Great stick by Meisel. As he takes the shot, goes high. Threat taking it back out of the zone. Some great maneuvers by Meisel trying to keep it in. Offside's almost called, but does get through. Threat's taking back possession. Threat has it in neutral zone. Twisters definitely have the numbers here for defense. Knocks it loose, gets it out of the zone. Threat quickly reclaiming it in the neutral zone. Shot on goal, deflected, saved by Miller. Another shot on goal, cleaned up, and covered by Miller. Quick change of lines, both on the Threat. Threat wins the face-off, coming through. Zastro picking up the puck after a shot just doesn't even make it to the net and gets it cleared. Threat having their take back up as they do so and entering back in, but quickly denied by the Twisters. Icing is waved off. They will be playing it. Threat reclaiming it. Get a good stick on it over at the blue line. Twister stepping up, pushing it back onto the blue line, but Threat quickly reclaimed, but they lose it quickly back to Meisel. Meisel's going to see a shot. Loose puck, and just now, but he's there to clean it up. Great opportunity for the Twisters. Just wasn't executed. Threat's going to be taking it out of the zone. Great defensive move as we put a stick on it and stop the puck in its tracks. Threat racing out to the corner. Great centering option here, but it's reclaimed by Roy. Roy and Zastra battling out. Zastra coming out victorious with the puck, skating it out of the zone, racing off, using the boards wisely, coming back, but the Threat do take it away just as Zastra was going to be coming up for the shot on goal. Great defense going on by Schroeder. Pushes her man into the boards. Roy on defense denies the Threat from coming in and enters into their zone. Might see a shot on goal here. Trying to get through. Pushed into the corner by the Twisters, but the Threat's going to be easy there to pick up. Threat already into our zone deep, circling around behind the net. Can't get a shot off. Going back to the blue line for the Threat. Threat's going to take a shot on the goal. Deflected by Miller. Picked quickly up by Threat, and they do put one in the back of the net. Threat first on the board with one. .7:44 left in the first period. Drop one by Threat. Great defense going on by number 0. We're not too sure on who 0 is today. Covered by Miller. Line change on the Twisters forwards. Brett wins the face-off. Going to see a shot. Goes wildly off the stick. Great pass up from Ferguson up to Roy. Roy's coming up. Takes a shot. Puts it back in the net. Great maneuver here from Ferguson. That was Roy. Apologies on the mispronunciation there. His name. Roy 17, Roy number 20. Johnson's going to put a stick on it. Maroney's got it. Pushes it over to Roy. Center. Roy's going to pass it back to Ferguson. Ferguson going to take a shot on goal. Saved. Loose puck still. Out front. Just can't get it out. Threat clear of the zone. Got to race back on defense. And Twisters do strip it away. Johnson's coming in hard with it. We've seen those shots go by. Saved. Saved by the Threat. Line changes coming out. Zastra coming up for the drop. The Twisters. Push it back. No, just couldn't get it over to Weber. Threat coming up. Unobstructed. Shot on goal. Saved. Cleanup. Cleanup does put it back in underneath the 5-hole there. Great follow through by the Threat as they put the second one on the board. 6:38 left in the first period. Take the drop again. Pushing over is entering the zone. Can see a shot. Nope. Puck gets right off the stick. The Threat takes a shot trying for a center pass, but hits the back of the net. Tries to get it cleared, but can't get it quite cleared. Shot on goal. Saved by Miller. Twister is going to be trying to clear the zone. They do clear the zone. Got to race off for the puck. But Brett's going to get to that first as they circle around. Anderson's going to let him know that he's still with him. Brett's going to skate it out, coming to the neutral zone. Nobody there. Cano coming in, knocks the puck loose, but still going to get a shot off, and no, denied. Out in the corner, Threat still have possession. They're going to take another shot. Goes wide on the net. Miller sliding over. Goes behind the net. Threat still trying to get some pressure. We have a penalty coming in on the Twisters. At 5:34 left in the first. Looks like Cano coming in for slashing. Shot and goal from the Threat. Goes wide. They're going to put 2 minutes on the board for the penalty. 5:27 left in the first period. Schmidt's going to try pushing out. Does not get the clear. We have hooking on the Twisters. Three on five here as we have two in the box. Heavy defense expected, and that will be goal number 3 for the Threat. Twisters will come back out with a 4-man group, and we still have a minute 56 on a penalty kill. Face-off won by the Threat, but trying to get it from the Twisters. Threat's going to come through the neutral zone. And shot goes wide. Roy trying to pick it up. Oh, good centering option, but deflects off the skate of Johnson. And it looks like Ferguson's going to be skating through the neutral zone, coming through the zone. He's got Roy over in center, looking for a pass, potentially over to Johnson. Just doesn't get to there, so we got to clear the zone, take back up. Johnson back over to Roy. Roy's going to look at dumping it in. With Roy trying to go after it. Again, 2 Roys. Roy in the forwards, that's number 17. Roy in defense for 20. Puck out of play. Hockey as the Twisters come to full strength. No icing. Icing already waved off. Puck bounces over to Johnson. Johnson will pick it up, push it up on the boards, but it goes right past Schroeder. Gets back to Threat. Threat dumps it back in. Trying to center it over. Nobody there as it goes right through the crease. Number 0 trying to battle it out along the boards, but Threat gonna potentially take it away. Johnson takes it victorious out of the boards and passes it over to 0. Again, we do not know who the 0 is at this point. We got cross-check. No, that's going to be on Twisters. cross-checking. Not too sure what's going on, but we're going to call it a cross-checking. Nice and waved off as one in the box for the Twisters, so we can ice it. Great centering option, just couldn't have it there as heavy defense expected by the Twisters, but they are showing a pretty good heavy offense, but Threat do enter the zone. You'll see a shot on goal, saved by Miller. Johnson quick to scoop it up. And so Threat looking for another penalty on that as a little hard of a chop. Threat do dump it, and that's going to be an icing on Threat. 2 minutes 34 seconds left in the first period. Twisters still down, man short. It was clean for 4 minutes. I'm not entirely sure if I can see the full 4 minutes or what. Noted here, the Threat are only sitting at 5 extra players on the bench, so they're seeing a lot more ice time than the Twisters. Threat's going to come out victorious, but as the pass goes up, the Twisters do catch it and try to put one right through the crease for centering option, but nobody there. Threat's going to take it out of the zone. We got Fano and Weber back on defense. And tied up by Fano. Zastra going to push it over to Weissel. Just gets out of the reach of Weissel as Weber's going to go in and battle it out in the boards. Knocked loose. Zastra's going to pick it up. And there's a good pace. Good puck as we clear the zone. Brett's going to pick it up. Weissel keep the pressure. Zastra's quickly there to pick it up and pass it back to Weber. Weber's going to put it over to Zastra, but just gets off the stick of Zastra as the Threat bring it into the zone. We're going to see a shot on goal. Good shot, good save. Still loose puck. Covered. 2 shots on goal, and Miller gets a good cover, and the time is well needed. Threat and Twisters both change up lines. Again, Twisters still on that penalty kill, 4-on-5 now. Minute 31 left in the first period. Twisters are down 1-3. Zhao pushes around the corner, doesn't get the clear. Shot on goal, hard shot, doesn't quite make it as a few sticks get on it. Centering option, but it goes past the Threat. Good option to push it down the ice by the Twisters. Shots on goal might be accounted for correctly with 4 for the Twisters and 15 for the Threat. Threat tried to pass it, hits us off the Threat in the neutral zone, but they still get possession. And we're going to see Dazal going back into the corner, trying to push it out, hits a skate off the Threat. And Roy battling it out, trying to they do get clear of the zone, but quickly dumped back in by the Threat. 42 seconds left in the first period. Schmidt's going to collect it back in the corner, tries to get it out, but the Threat still is just sitting there. Number 0 pushing it through, but Threat's going to pick it up. Takes a shot on goal, hits it back up with the leg. Lone whistle. Not sure what the whistle's for. Might have been out of play. Hit the net. Quick line change. Roney takes a drop, pushes it back, looking for a good option to push it out. As 20 seconds remain on the first period. Ferguson trying to push his man and just not able to get the puck. Great defensive moves to keep him from entering the zone, but the Threat will still continue to enter 7 seconds left. You might see a shot on goal. Johnson pushes it away. Push it away again. Still 2 seconds, and good clear by Maroney. And that's going to be the end of first period of, we think, 3 periods. We had 13 minutes on the first period. I think we had ice for an hour, so we might see 3 13-minute periods. Thanks for joining us here. We'll be live in just a few moments with some more hockey as we're in an intermission as both coaches give their teams a little pep talk, liven them up. And here we go. 13 more minutes of hockey, assuming period 2 of 3. Miller knowing some of the players here from the threat. Words of encouragement, I'm assuming, as Miller heads his way to his all right, goalies are ready, players are ready. Here we go. Puck drop. Brett wins the faceoff. Pushes back. Zero trying to get to there. Gets it. Dumps it. Brett pushes over to around the corners. Schmidt really trying to force that issue and trying to get that puck, but Brett are going to try to get it out of the zone. They do, but a quick stick on from the Twisters knocks it loose, and there's a discussion back and forth in the neutral zone, but the Threat are going to enter in. No, they do not. As they entered in, the puck shot away from the Twisters and cleared, but Threat easily pick it up, and Johnson's going to pick it up in the corner here. Got one Threat on him, and is going to round it. Offside's not being called as they Threat never put a hand on it, stick on it, while they were in a potential offsides call. Battle along the boards, but it looks like Zero might be coming out. Nope. Quick argument. Johnson's going to pick it up. Goes back to Zero, trying to push it over on the boards. Zastro, Roy. Looks like Roy might have picked that up on the Twisters. And Threat leave it behind as they did get called for potential offsides, and Johnson's going to grab it. Johnson over to Zero. Zero's going to come in for a shot. Nope. Gets tied up with the Threat and knocking the puck loose. Threat's going to take it out of the zone, but Schmidt's there to try to battle and keep it in. Oop. Threat entered the zone. They're going to see a shot on goal. I don't know if that hit a pad or was wide. Oh. Had a bad stick off of Johnson. Luckily, Miller was there to grab it as it's heading for the goal. And so, good save by Miller. Brett wins the faceoff. Ferguson trying to get that stick on that puck. Just couldn't get it there, but it gets knocked loose for Pinot. Pinot passes it up to Roy. Roy's going to look over to Johnson. Ferguson. Ferguson's going to grab it. Takes a quick shot on goal. Looked like Roy's trying to get up to her great centering option, but just couldn't get it there in time as the shot went off. A long Threat do clear it. Twister's back over to Ferguson, but just gets off the stick as it bounced loose. Threat gonna come back out. Roney tries to save it, but Noah's there to quickly grab it. Threat trying to call for an ice, but there is a tip on it. Roney's just couldn't get that shot off quick as Threat covered him quickly to prevent that shot from going out. Elbow going around. Holding on the Threat. 9:50 left in the second period. Again, not sure if they're actually counting them, but only 4 for the Twisters, 16 for the Threat. I'm going to say that that's not being accurately accounted for, but it may. Twisters win the faceoff, pass it back to the blue line for Fennell. Takes a shot, but it's going to be a penalty 4-on-4 as we're asking for 4-on-4 right now. Again, scrimmages with no officials. Schroeder's doing the best he can out there. Appreciate that. Twisters win, but as they try to corner it around, Threat quickly there to recover. Great centering option for the Threat. Pass back to number 2. We have been told time and time again, do not let them get great clear by the Twisters in the time that they needed as Miller was recovering from the shot. So off to the races trying to get to that puck as it was dumped. Again, 4-on-4 hockey, so not a... Stick up, puck off the boards, try to get to Zastra, but just went off and Threat there to pick it up in the neutral zone and knocked loose by Zastra. Zastra battling out potential on the board there. He's going to be seeing a potential shot and just gets tied up with the Threat. Pushing around back to his D. Zal going to pass it over. Oh, just a soft pass, just doesn't make his intended target. Going to see an opportunity for the Threat to take a shot, and they do put one in the back of the goal. Threat up 4, Twisters 1. Different. Schmidt being on a center. They're looking for a penalty on body-on-body action. Trying to get it pushed through up to the 0, but couldn't get it there. Puck gets loose, gets dumped back in by Schmidt. And on the boards, back to 0. 0's going to look for a pass back to Schmidt. Schmidt's going to push it up. 0's going to pick it up again. They go back to Schmidt. We got another one there sitting on the boards. Looking for a centering option. We're up to Schroeder. Schmidt. But we're going to go back. Takes a shot. Just a good kick save out from the goaltending. Schmidt grabbing it in the corner, rounding around the corners. No disagreement with Schroeder. And the Threat's going to take it. But Schmidt there to try to enforce the issue, but gets knocked loose and goes to the Threat as well. Threat taking it out of the zone. Now without a little competition, Threat's going to get entered. They're going to enter the zone, shoot it deep in. Zal's going to tie up his man. Schmidt's going to pass it up to Roy. Roy is going to try to take a shot here. Saved by Threat. One-on-one off breakaway option. Got it clear. Twisters are clear. get a good stick on it, battling it out. Ferguson keeps it in the zone, going to take an opportunity, seeing some lively skating, looking for a centering option potential. Roy's out front, Maroney's in the back on the circle. Top of the slot, battle behind the net, just couldn't make it happen as they try to clear. Roy's going to try to push it in. Tripping on the Twisters. Takes the face out. And Twisters on a penalty kill as they're preparing for potential on the incoming. Threats coming through the neutral zone, passes it up. Johnson trying to force his man. Ferguson racing out to the corners, trying to get there. Johnson again going to grab it, rings around the boards, and gets a good clear. Brett,
whoa! He set him up the whole way across the ice. He set him up from over here at the dot, and he went right to it. Right after.
That'll be a good one for the playback. All right, Ferguson back and ready as he took a nasty hit. Oh. Good save by Miller as the threat had a great opportunity as a miss pass by Maroney. Recovering is tense by the threat. Nobody on threat out front. We do have 4-on-4 hockey. So no icing available in this situation. As the puck gets cleared, Johnson coming in hard. He passes up to Johnson, neutral ice. So 4-on-4 hockey, I'm not sure for how much longer. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second period. Brett has an opportunity for a breakaway here. 2-on-3. We'll see the shot goes high. Twister's going to try to clear it, does get it cleared. As Brett have to take up. Up to Anderson. Anderson's off to the races, but Brett's going to beat him to it. And recovers it, goes searches behind the net. Brett going through the neutral zone, entering the offsides by the threat. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey with 3 minutes, 42 seconds left. Pass Zasser coming out with a face-off. Good stick by the goaltending of the Threat. Weber's going to get back and clear it. Get back to Zasser. Zasser is looking for a potential here. Pushes it back to Weber. Weber up to Zasser. Just gets past him. Goes to Dizal. Beisel. And the Threat's going to take a stick on it and clear the zone. Come through into the Twisters. Nope. Zasser is going to be able to push it up to Beisel. Beisel's going to take a shot. Just gets deflected off the stick. Zasser is going to be able to pick it. There's one. Beisel over Zasser as the cleanup just couldn't get covered up by the goaltender. Twisters will put it in for number 2. Twisters still down in the deficit by 2 to 4. Beisel Zasser for goal number 2. Face off again. Zasser taking possession. Tries to push it through underneath, but gets a stick of the Threat. Zasser looking for somebody out in front. Push it along the boards, but Threat's going to take it, and they are taking it all the way. Shot on goal goes in, just over the shoulder of Miller. Puts it in for number 5 for the Threat. Takes the face-off, going to take a shot on goal, goes wide. Good centering option, but as Miller was just getting to his feet, goes straight through. Threat's going to battle it out on the boards with the Twisters. They're pushing it back to the blue line, pushing it back to the net. Good stick on it. Coming through. Oh, just a little extra sauce on Roy. Twisters taking the face off. Johnson dumps it in. I don't think Kendi was quite looking for that. That would have been on net. That could have been something. There's a push over to the side of the goal. Minute 45 left in the second. Roy's going to take a shot just right into the glove of the Threat. Face off. Little sticks tied up here. Got to clear. Take up. Twisters did do. Roy's going to put his stick on it. Taking his time, looking for the pass. Over to Johnson. Johnson's got it. Puts it on net. Nobody there to crash the net in time. Twisters keep it in. Threat's coming through the zone. They got on 2. Shot goes wide. Johnson's there to pick it up. Ferguson trying to pressure his man. Threat pushes it right over to Johnson. Johnson's going to take it up. Why we crashed the net. Johnson takes a shot saved by the goaltending, but immediately cleaned up by Ferguson.
Cover those players, boys.
35 seconds left. Twisters down in deficit 3-5. taking the face off. They enter the zone, still have possession. They see a shot on net, saved by Miller. Somewhere, there it is. Brett still has possession. Still a lot of time left, 20 seconds left. Shot on goal, goes behind the net. Schmidt clears the zone. 3 seconds left. The match into the second period. Quick intermission here as we have the coaches talk to each of the teams. Twisters down 3-5 as we see 13 more minutes get on the board. And we'll be right back with that. Determined that we have 17 minutes of ice time left, and we will probably see running time for this third period as the time has already started now.
Yeah, a little bit, and then she's still left.
Quick modification here to the Twisters is Schmidt and Zero swap sides. Trevor coming back, grabs the puck, pushes over. Threat play, Threat picks up the possession. Saved by Miller. Another save by Miller. Disaster taking it out. Waiting for potentially Schmidt, but might be able to skate it out. Great opportunities for the Twisters as we just couldn't get it into the goal. Great shots though.
Skipping a generation.
Again, not sure if shots are being collected, but we'll say 15 on Twisters, 23 for the Threat. We're pushing his man off the puck. That along the boards, we can't really tell what's going on, but we'll tell that Threat tries to get a shot, cleared out by Twisters. Threat's going to try to push it in, but no, there. Whoever stops it from going deep in. And Threat's still going to take an opportunity for a centering option. Saved by Miller. Line change here in the Twisters. Roy taking the drop, pushes it back to Johnson. Johnson grab it, pushing up the boards to Anderson. Just gets off of Anderson. Over to the Threat. Threat tries to push it in. It hits off his knee back to Anderson. Johnson's there to quickly grab it and pushes it down. Might be a little too much sauce. But we're going to continue to play it. No icing on that. Threat clear the zone, coming out with the neutral zone. Johnson steps up, puts a stick on it, and dumps it in back into the zone with Anderson. Hot on the trails of the Threat. Gonna round it back. Johnson's gonna pick it up. Good clear on the Threat. Isol's coming back to grab it. Skating up with it. Boy, keeping a foot on sides. Gloved by the Threat. 1:16 left here in the third period, running time. Brett taking it away from Johnson as he's along the boards. Thinking that Johnson just going to be dumping in. Just got picked up here. Roy battling out with the threat and along the boards, pushing it out. Threat there to pick up. Gonna see a shot on goal, but no. Johnson pushes the puck away. Maroney's got it. Looking for Roy. Doesn't get it quite to Roy, but Roy keeping on him. What's going on? Offsides is going to be called on threat, and they could not touch it. Roy is going to just dump it in. Oops. A little too much heat on that one. Play goes out of play and hits the rafters. 12 minutes remaining in the third period, and quick line change. Zastrow wins the faceoff, taking it through, trying to push it up. Great hit, stick off of Schmidt. But Threat's going to take it from behind the net, and they're skating out with it. Not with a little discussion though from Schmidt, she can help it. Knocks the puck loose behind the net, pushes it over to the corner. Zero's going to come pick it up. Zastrow out front looking for that centering option. Oh, it just hits the bar and goes over. Couldn't get that bar down. Great pass by the Threat, goes up. Great defense going on by number 0 there, but still Threat there to help pick it up. And does go in the back of the net as it bounced over that of Miller. Puts number 6 in for the boards here for the Threat. Twisters in a 3-point deficit, 3-6. Threat passing it back and forth here, hits the neutral zone. That's Schmidt rounding out, pushing up the Beisel. That's an offside. Roy taking the drop, just outside the twisted zone. Tried to push it through, but just gets left behind. Threat's going to take it into the zone. Takes a shot on goal. Nice pad saved by Miller. Centering option for the Threat. Threat just couldn't make anything of it. Threat pushing it back to the blue line. Going to see a shot on goal. Behind the goal. Roy going to keep trying to push it out. Push it up to Anderson. Just a little too much sauce on that one, though. As that will be nice and call on the Twisters. Line change from the Twisters. Master taking the drop. Centering option gets denied by Zastrow. Zastrow's going to be skating it out with it. Pushing through. Good stick by the Threat. Zastrow pushing it back to Pinot. Twisters passing it back to the blue line, pushing it over to Zastrow. Zastrow's going to go back to Weber. Weber's going to line it up. Maroney's going to try to get that tip, but gets denied and saved by Tendi on the Threat.
Nice try. Keep it up. Come on, girl.
take the drop here for the Twisters. Threat takes win on the face-off. Really battling out behind the boards. Goal. Somewhere, there it is. Threat's going to push it up. Renault back on defense, one-on-one here. Threat's going to be coming up. Knocked loose, covered by Miller. Roy and Johnson come in for defense. Great defensive move here by Zero. Zero's coming in hot.
Way to show 'em how it's done, Grace.
Reese. He's got a name. Zero. Oh, I might have missed that one. I might have missed that. That was a great hit, and I regret that I missed it. Threat's going to take it out of the zone. They're coming back in. Great defensive move here. They take somebody out of the game for a little bit. And just forget everybody's name and skating south. Grace coming in, looking for Roy potential. Puts in the, oh, just through the crease. Grace going to continue battling out. Zastro's going to let him know that he's there. Weber takes one just wide off the shot. Wasn't able to get set up properly there. Zastro and Roy battling it out. But Threat's going to be able to push it out, but Zastro's going to be there quickly to do it. Interference. And the Twisters pull their goalie with 5:22 left. Shots on goal. Empty net here for the Twisters as it's 6-on-4. Heavy defense will be needed if we get through this neutral zone, passing it back and forth. Gets past. Zastro's going to pick it up along the boards, put it behind the net. Brett's trying to tie it up, and they do get possession. Zastro's going to try to force it. Pushing it back.
Dirty! Over and over!
I didn't see it.
Not all these boys are bands up!
I didn't see it, so I'm trying to get the story.
Shit!
I told him not to.
Well, maybe it's time to bench. Dirty.
It's a high contention battle here with the parents. And Zastro's going to come out through it. Just couldn't make it.
And then I laughed. Yep. Just kids playing a scrimmage.
That's going to kick it in. Goes to the crease. Nice shot by the threat, goes high. Might have hit the shoulder of Miller as it went over. Sorry, didn't realize that was a little wide angle. Pass up to Zastro. Loses control. Threat's going to pick it up. Minute 30 left here, the third period. Good defense going on by Roy. Forward to Zastro. Zastro skating around Threat, but Threat's going to put one stick on it and pushes it out. Low.
Yeah, use your head.
I think everybody can. 34 seconds left of the third period. 5-on-5 hockey. Going to be the game as we had a Twisters and Threat scrimmage.
There's a lot of family dynamics. I am on the ice right now. A lot of